Hey, my name's Daniel, and I'm here to talk about Sesh, which is a workout tracking app that I've been working on for the past roughly 5-6 months. It's been going pretty well to the point where I'm willing to demo and share it with a bunch of people. So, what I'm going to do is just kind of go over the basic concepts of how the app works at a high level. And then from there, what I'll be doing is actually demoing it. So, Sesh is comprised of three major components. The first being exercises, which are the things you do day to day. There's going to be a large pool of them that you have. And then the second bit is sessions. And in sessions, what you'll have is a set of exercises that you'll use in order to organize your workouts. So inside of the exercises in your sessions, there will be sets. And that will describe the amount of reps that you're doing and then the unit that is associated with that exercise. So for example, if you're doing a weight exercise, then you're gonna have kilograms or pounds. And then if you're doing like a long distance exercise, then that's gonna be miles or kilometers. The first thing you'll want to do is go to sesh.dfebs.com and you'll find the login page. If you don't already have an account, then you could just go to the register here and create an account. And here we are. So we're gonna register. Users created, log in. All right, so this is the next bit where we are in sessions. It says here that we have no sessions and we'll want to create some exercises for those sessions. So what we'll do is we'll go over to exercises and you'll notice there are none right now. We haven't created any yet, but what we'll do first is go to create from template. And what you'll see here are a bunch of exercise templates. And in each of these, you can select them. And what you'll want to do is select exercises that you do. Once you've added those templates, then you'll see that the templates show up now as your exercises. So there's a variety of different things you can do with just your exercises before you even create any sort of sessions. The first being is that you can edit any of your exercises. So for example, if you have squats here, you can go into edit and you can change it to, let's say, weighted squats. Descriptions are optional. 2 lines is kind of the default. And you can update the workout and it'll show up as weighted squats. If you want to start from scratch and create an exercise on your own, what you could do is you can go to create custom. Let's say I wanted to do weighted lunges. Then we can do that. We'll skip the description for now. We'll want to make this weight since we'll be pushing weight with weighted lunges. And this will be a leg exercise. If for some reason you wanted to incorporate an exercise with multiple tags, you can do that too. You can click any of these and it'll also show up as well. But in our case, we only just care about legs. So we're just going to create workout here. And you'll notice at the end here, we have the weighted lunges. If you find that there's an exercise that you're not doing any longer, what you can do is you can hit archive. And what that'll do is it'll send it away to the archive. If you ever want to take something back from the archive, you can go over here where it says show archived. And then you'll see the things you've archived and you can hit restore. What that'll do is it'll bring it right back to where it was in the exercises. Once you have a set of exercises to work with, what you can do is you can head back over to sessions and you'll notice there's now a new session button. And what you can do is create a title. For this, we're just going to call it leg day. We're going to keep it simple and we'll hit create. You'll notice leg day pops up here and you can click here and it'll bring you to your session. So on this page, this is where you're going to plan your session. For this first one, we'll add Romanian deadlifts. You'll notice that there's a button here that's called new set. When you click this, you can add some reps and you can add the amount of weight that you're going to be pushing. So in this case, we'll just say 8 reps with 100 pounds. And what you can do from here is you can click duplicate if you decide you want to do 3 sets of 8 for 100 pounds. And if you feel that maybe that's not the case, maybe you just want to do 2 sets of 8, you can do that. Or let's say you pre-planned this, you're like, I'm gonna do this. And then you get to the gym, you do your thing, and then you're like, oh wow, that was a lot. I actually had to stop at 6 reps. So you can go in and you can change that here. Remember, this works in mobile as well. So you can have this open at the gym and you can adjust as needed at any time. And then it's rinse and repeat until you're done with the session. Okay, so this is a short session. Another thing you could do is reorder exercises. So let's say a piece of equipment's missing and you can't do a particular thing until somebody lets it go. So you can go over here and you can say, let's send this to the top. You'll find that now the weighted squats are at the top. Or if you want to just shift something up or down, you can do that too. You can hit the up arrow here. That'll bring the Romanian deadlift up, or we can bring it back down. This is just a handy little feature so that you can keep track of what order the exercises were done in. So once your exercise is done, what you can do is you can hit the complete button. Congrats, you're done. You showed up today. And now you'll see that there is a completed today marker right here. That's your first day done. So here are the benefits of having done some sessions. The first thing that you can do is you can duplicate previous sessions. So let's say this week I want to do the chest and shoulders from last week. I can do that. And if I were to go back in here, this will be my session for today. In addition, I can edit, I can duplicate, I can do whatever I want here. So if I want to do more push-ups, more push downs, I can add those in, or if I want to edit any of the reps or weight, I could do that too. A really nice feature too is if I were to add another exercise here, and let's say I want to do skull crushers, what it'll do is it'll show the highest instance of this workout in terms of volume. So this is the best that I've done in terms of the amount of weight that I push for the entire exercise. This is huge for filling things out because you don't have to try to remember what your best was, and you can just focus more on getting the things onto the list. Another thing you could do is click on any of these exercises, and it'll give you the history of the exercise. In this case, it shows the amount of volume you've pushed over time. It'll also show you the highest weight you've attempted. Interpreting the graphs could be its own video, so I would highly recommend going to the help section if you want to learn more on how to interpret them. At the bottom of this page, there's also a table called history. And what you could do here is see every single instance of when you did this exercise. This means that you can see any given volume, the highest attempt in pounds, when it was completed, and if you ever have any questions, you can click here. And you can see exactly where you did that exercise on that day that you did it. So in this case, this was completed on January 16th. And that's everything I have to share about Sesh. There's plenty more features here and there that I definitely forgot to mention, but that's totally fine. What this really is a way to just get you started. For now, the project is free to use, but in the future, I do plan to monetize it. I plan to use a different name for the project, but I'm not sure yet. Still working on that one. Anyway, thanks for watching.